If you're planning on upgrading your floors in 2025, stop and watch this video. Because today I'm gonna be going over the 5 top flooring mistakes people are making these days. Some of which could cost you upwards of $10,000 to fix. At Arco Flooring, we have thousands of customers coming up to us saying that they wish they would have known these things before they picked their floor. We've seen thousands of happy customers around the US, but we've also seen our fair share of people who are regretful of their decision based on the type of flooring they chose, maybe for the application. And so let's let those mistakes be your lesson so you don't make the same mistake. Mistake number 1, cheap peel and stick vinyl tile. They sound convenient. Peel it, stick it, and done. But unfortunately, that convenience comes at a major cost down the road. These tiles are often 2 millimeters or thinner, with little structural integrity. The adhesive starts to break down in humid rooms like bathrooms and basements, causing edges to curl. And once moisture gets underneath, it's over. Mold, lifting tiles, and damage to your subfloor are all in the future. Not to mention, they're also very difficult to remove without damaging your subfloor. So look, if your budget is tight, go with a click lock LVP or SPC core option. You'll still get an easy installation, but with waterproof construction and proper expansion so that it's actually something that can last in the environment you put it in. Look for a click lock vinyl plank with a rigid core about 5 millimeters with a 12 to 20 mil wear layer and an attached underlayment. Mistake number 2 is gonna have to be the high gloss tile. High gloss tile can look beautiful in a showroom, but the moment real life hits, you might have wished you chose differently. For starters, they show every footprint, smudge, water droplet. They're super slippery when wet, making them unsafe for bathrooms, kitchens, entryways. Over time, surface scratches start to show up like crazy, and there's no easy way to hide that. And most importantly, glossy tile finishes are rapidly going out of style. Designers in 2025 are favoriting matte and textured finishes for a more organic, timeless look. A better option would be to go for a matte porcelain or a honed natural stone with anti-slip coating. But if you still want that luxe look, consider honed marble or a porcelain that mimics stone with subtle movement. Mistake number 3 has to be gray flooring. Gray flooring had its moment, and that moment has passed. Gray floors can make your home feel cold, sterile, or lifeless, especially when paired with cooler lighting. Plus, your resale value actually might take a hit. Today's buyers are leaning towards warm, earthy interiors. People really want those earthy, natural tones nowadays. Most gray LVP from 5 to 10 years ago had repetitive plank patterns and unnatural wood grain that instantly dates a space. And just a fun little stat for you, only 10% of homeowners prefer gray flooring in 2025. 46% prefer natural wood tones. So statistically, people just aren't into it, and for good reason. And if you already have gray floors and can't replace them, layer in warmer accents. Wood furniture, beige toned rugs, off-white paint, and gold brass hardware can all really add warmth to a cold and sterile environment. Mistake number 4 is choosing a tiny bathroom tile. Yes, those penny tiles and small mosaics look cute on Pinterest, but in real life, they're impossible to keep clean. Bathrooms already deal with high moisture, hair, soap, scum, and dirt. Tiny tiles means hundreds of grout lines, and grout is like a sponge for dirt. And once the grout stains, it's incredibly hard to get back to that white without professionally cleaning or regrouting. Small tiles are useful only where slip resistance matters, like in shower floors, but even then, make sure they have sealed, stain-resistant grout. A better option would be large format matte porcelain, 12 by 24 or larger, or waterproof LVP designed for wet areas with stone visuals and no grout to clean. Mistake number 5 would be to choose that cherry red toned wood. And this is definitely one of those expensive regrets I was talking about in the beginning of the video. Red and cherry toned woods like mahogany or Brazilian cherry can clash with modern colored palettes. These colors absorb light and make rooms feel darker and smaller. Red tones also limit your interior decor flexibility. Not every couch or rugs look good with them. In fact, it's really hard to find anything that complements that color. It looks dated, old, makes your home look smaller, and a lot of people just aren't into that look anymore like they were back in the day. If you're stuck with a red tone floor, consider sanding or restaining or using oversized rugs in neutral tones to mute the impact. Sanding and refinishing is our best option because at the end of the day, if it's hardwood like 99% of that red oak is, it's still great flooring underneath that finish. You just remove that finish and finish it off in whatever other color you want, whether that's a nice deep oak color or a natural wood tone. So what should you install in 2025 that won't make you cringe in 3 years? Well, if you're gonna be choosing an LVP, look for wide planks, anywhere from 6 to 9 inches. This makes your space look larger and more luxurious. Look for high variation patterns to mimic real wood. Over time, LVP has gone from the same repetitive pattern to very detailed patterns that really do mimic hardwood, so try to go for that look. For an improved realism. Go with a minimum of 20 mil wear layer. The wear layer is the protective layer on the floor that makes your floors last. It protects from scratches, dings, scuffs, all that stuff, and you'll never regret getting a higher mil wear layer. Get an attached underlayment for comfort and soundproofing. And go for a matte finish only, don't go for gloss. Notice how those tips are not really as focused on design as they are functionality, because we believe at the end of the day, quality will never go out of style. And no matter what floor you choose, be sure you're getting it at a wholesale price only at arcoflooring.com. We ship wholesale price flooring all over the United States with top-notch customer service for you every step of the way. And as always, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out a ton. Comment below what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.